What is going on, ladies and gents? Randy here with RTS Mobile Gaming, bringing you an absolutely fantastical video today. We are playing the Lord of the Rings Rise to War, and in today's video we are talking about Celeborn. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. I'm probably not. Celeborn, this is your spotlight. Get excited. So anyways, like I said, new commander just came out in Season 3. This guy is fantastic. He's actually fast becoming one of my favorite commanders, theory crafting wise. So we'll get into it. We'll talk about the different skills in the spotlight here. And obviously I'm starting to level him up. I've got him up to level 10 with some nice gear equipped. So we will go into the theory crafting a tiny bit, okay? And stay tuned in the next couple weeks as I start to do some PvP and high-level PvE videos with him. So, first things first. Celeborn, he is an elf. He is a support commander, which means he gains 5 skill points and 25 focus once he hits level 20. Okay, he has fantastic focus per level, 1.94. His speed is very slow at 0.59, and his might is just about average of 1.03 for a focus-based commander, okay? Skill-wise, well, gear-wise, it really depends on what you're going to run. I happen to be partial towards the Mirkwood bow, but if you can get one of the golden bows that happens to have focus on it, that'd be even better. I'm a big fan of the High Elf Herbjörk. However, I will be switching to the Ranger's Shroud once I get this leveled up. Right now it is not leveled up yet, so that will be best in slot. Helmet-wise, of course, best in slot helmet's going to be the Trapper's Hood with plus attack on it. And you can inflict madness or be immune to silence and things like that. And then for the accessory, I do happen to be very excited about the Palantir of Orthanc. However, this can, if you have another accessory you'd like to use, the nice thing about Celeborn is he actually has some skills that provide the pursuit buff as well. So we would be able to potentially use a different accessory because he does have this in his skill set if you decide to put 7 points into it, okay? So, into the actual skills, let's take a look because I know in the teaser video the devs released, they did not actually show you all the skills. Since I have him in Respect 6, I have them all unlocked. Get excited. So, first, he has the guide tree, right? This is the same guide tree that Haldir has. 45% bonus physical damage for the first 2 rounds, and stun immunity. Let me move my face up here. Okay, let me move my face. Let me move my face over here. I'm trying to move it out of the way. I feel like wherever I go, I'm going to be in the way. We're going right there. That's where we're going. All right, done. Done! Okay, he also has the Foresight, which I was talking about a second ago. If you put 7 points into Foresight, your allied units will have Pursuit for the first 4 rounds. 70% chance of getting Pursuit for all 4 rounds, okay? Then we have the Armed Escort, which is a half-decent damage dealer, but really you're using it for the heal, which is modified by the focus stat. Now, the thing about all of these things, when you see effect modified by focus stat, keep in mind that although Haldir has very similar skills, he is not a focus-based commander. So this commander, Celeborn, will benefit much greater, he will get much greater benefit from that focus language, okay? The other tier 0 skill is the Wise. This thing is fantastic. With just 1 point, you can gain madness, immunity, and initiative for your units based on your focus level, or you could put 15 points into it and gain 15% damage mitigation, okay? It's up to you. I happen to like valuing my skill points and putting as few into something as I can, so if I feel like I'm able to be defensive enough and I can skip this tree, great. If you're running March Wardens, you are going to actually skip this tree because it's going to double dip with some of your March Warden skills in the R5, which we'll talk about in a minute. If you're not running March Wardens, you won't run the R5, and you will run the Wise, okay? The next offshoot from the Wise here is going to be Silver Tall, which is great focus and speed. I really like this ability. This is going to be for the guys with a little bit higher respect level who have points to spare at the end of their build, okay? But there's nothing like 14% focus on a focus-based commander to really bring out your smile. Then we have the Magical Barrier, which is, again, modified by focus. So you're going to see a nice defensive boost to the army here. It is going to affect the ranged units as well. It does not only affect melee, which means you're going to have some extremely tanky Elven archers, okay? Then we have the Grey Elf. You guys have seen this tree in a few other commanders. 15% dodge, 15 speed, For your elves, shield training, 14% reduced damage received for your ranged, and then Deadeye plus 21% damage dealt by a ranged. So between the Wise and shield training, you have a total of 29%. I can't write. Oh my god, I'm not even going to try. You're going to have 29% reduced damage received by your ranged units. You'll have 21% increased damage dealt by your ranged units just from that ability. The Wise will give you madness immunity. It'll give you initiative. Okay? And then we come down here to the guide. We're going to get 45% bonus damage for rounds 1 and 2. So, fantastic damage output there. Okay? Now, if you are running March Wardens or you happen to have a billion points to spare somehow, Lord of Lorien is going to give fantastic, absolutely fantastic, because it's going to give the March Wardens specifically, just the March Wardens, they will gain additional plus damage for the first 2 rounds, modified by the focus stat, okay? And they will gain initiative here, which is why we won't need the initiative there. So, to recap, this is a 21% damage increase, okay? This 1.4 for the first 2 rounds. Modified by the focus stat, you could see there's anywhere around the 40 damage range, okay? So you have 40 damage from Lord of Lorien, 45 damage from the guide, 21 damage from Deadeye, and then to top it off, we have another 10% bonus damage to your range from firing formation, and the 25% chance to double strike. So 45 plus 41 plus we'll do 85, 95, 100, 506. We'll do 116% damage output from your March Wardens. If you're running March Wardens the first 2 rounds of the fight, they will not be able to be stunned. They will not be able to be feared. They will not be able to be evaded. They are going to deal enormous amounts of damage. 116% bonus damage for the first 2 rounds, plus or minus depending on your focus. Astronomical. And to boot, if they get a double strike, there you go. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, I know that Celeborn here is only a tier 2 commander. I thought he was tier 3, but he's only a tier 2. This guy is sick nasty. I cannot stress that enough. This guy is absolutely insane. He is insane. Okay? The theory crafting I'm doing with him is crazy, because a lot of these abilities in the Respect Zero tree don't even affect specifically ranged. Okay? This just reduces the damage that my units receive. Okay? For the fight. It gives me madness immunity, gives me initiative for all of my units. Great. Guide is not range specific. This is all allied units plus 45% and stun immunity. Okay? Then we have Armed Escort, which is decent damage and a nice heal. Okay? Foresight, I'm going to give all of my units the pursuit buff for the first 4 rounds. Insane. And you know what? YOLO, let's give everybody plus 60 defense. Why not, okay? We'll combine that with the Silvertoll to give myself a ton of bonus focus. And I'll tell you what, you can have an extremely powerful physical damage build with this gentleman for the first 2 rounds, guys. You can now, instead of putting anti-madness or anti-stun on your helmets, you have it here. It's here. So you can run pure unit damage output for the first couple rounds and just massacre everything, okay? And you know what? If you're not running March Wardens and you want to go into the Grey Elf and you want to run some ranged, that'll work too, okay? So, don't limit yourself. Theory crafting, I love this guy so much. He's so good. If anything, Kurdan, I'm probably saying that wrong too, the actual tier 3 commander, who I'll cover in a video tomorrow, who I also unlocked. I unlocked him on the next pull, believe it or not. We'll cover him in my video either tomorrow or the next day. This guy should be tier 2, and this other guy should be freaking tier 3. Celeborn is insane, okay? So, I love him. Give me the like and sub if you felt this video is helpful for you. I highly recommend playing this commander, especially if you are running March Wardens. There is no better commander for you, okay? I love you all long time. Randy out.